Okay, here's the thing. During my downtime, there's nothing I enjoy more than to relax at home in my recliner with my favorite beer while watching the Clown World Tour with Nathan, while Michelle gives me a very firm back rub. Oh yeah, that's a bit harsh. Yeah, right there. Ow, whoa, wait. Those are strong hands.
German translation Bible published in the year 1700. It is 25 pounds of massive book.
Wow, and it has illustrations for the start of every book?
Every chapter, yep. Or every book of the Bible, that's right.
And then it has mini illustrations for each chapter also.
Right, that break down all the main stories of each thing.
This.
So, here's the year of publication, 1700. £25, 321 years old.
Wow, this is Genesis.
This is Genesis.
Genesis 1, 32, 33, 37. Wow, 142, 146.
I've got a page somewhere of Genesis 6 a lot that I want to find for you, but
Really? Could you show the beginning of Exodus too? That was super cool.
yeah, where is it?
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers,
Are we already past
Deuteronomy,
it?
Josh, Judges, Ruth, First Samuel, First and Second
Oh, that's
Kings.
Leviticus, so we're already
First and
past
Second
Exodus. I
Chronicles.
missed it.
Now you're testing my own brain.
Ezra,
There
Nehemiah,
we
Esther,
go.
Job, Psalm, Proverbs,
Well,
Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Zechariah, Malachi.
Malachi. Yep, good work. There it is. Bam! Exodus 1:7, 1:12, 1:14, 1:17. Wow. None of the guys back then were obese.
They weren't when I was a kid.
They weren't when I was a kid, right? Wild. All right. Guys, support what you like or it goes away. Psalm 1 says, meditate on the law and you will be blessed. I'll see you guys later.
So that 1700 Bible came over with my great-great-grandfather from Germany.
Okay.
When he came over around 1860. It was in the family prior to that, is my understanding, from my grandfather, who was born in 1903, and who inherited the Bible, and then I inherited it from him.
So you come from a long line of believers or they just had it?
Oh, yeah. Well, my grandfather, great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather were all pastors.
Solid.
So yeah, we come from a family of faith.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah, pretty cool. So inserted in that Bible, separate from it, but inserted in it for transport across the Atlantic, were a bunch of pieces of art,
Wow.
prints, engravings. And that's what you've seen a couple pictures of already with the arcs. I've got tons more that were put in between the pages to be brought over here. And they've never been removed by the family, so I went in and X-Acto knifed them out because they were tape, a kind of version of old tape put in there. So I'll share some of those with you.
Super cool. So you cut this out with an X-Acto knife?
That one was part of a book that was inserted in it,
All right.
a separate book.
What's this one you wanted to show me?
This is a map of the Middle East. And interesting, I would date this from the 1680s. There appears to be a globe there.
No way.
And
That is
there's
definitely
there's
a globe.
square and there's a compass. Very interesting. Now this is not part of the Bible.
Wow.
This was art that was in the family.
So what were you saying about masonry?
Well, it appears that masonry goes back before 1717, which is where a lot of people date it.
Wow.
Other people say it goes back to King Solomon. But you've got a compass and square in this, and this dates to the 1680s. There's also a globe in there.
We've been lied to.
So this is Paul, the Apostle Paul, in front of King Agrippa.
Wow. Paul in front of King Agrippa?
Yes.
And what was the
That's an axe.
what was the conversation about here?
Well, Paul had been arrested.
Is that when he said, "Take me to your leader"?
Yes.
I love
Yes.
that. I love that.
That's it.
It's so funny because
That's a print of that.
Paul kept using the Roman law to his advantage.
Right.
Which we need to do today because
Right.
we still live in
We-
modern day Rome.
Right.
Nobody wants to. They just want to go obey the government.
Yeah.
True that.
They use that one verse out of Romans
To show this
say,
camera real quick. Check that out, guys. Wild. Wow. What is, you have all this other, oh man.
Yeah, the backside of this has Samson.
Make me a spaniel at thy gates here. This is amazing.
Here is Samson with the jaw of an ass.
No way.
Look at the detail in this
we were
art.
just talking about this last
I know,
night. I brought
I know.
that up. How
I know.
funny.
Wait till you see the art I've got on.
Oh my gosh, guys. Bam. Amazing.
Look at the detail.
I mean,
Get in there and look at that. It's
I
incredible.
mean, you almost need a
And I think that's an
magnifying
etching.
glass. You almost need a and it's an etching.
It's unbelievable.
Oh my gosh. I wonder what this says. Ian Stradamus Inventor.
Stradamus is the artist.
Oh, okay.
He went by multiple names.
What's IVDICXV at the top?
I don't know. That's so weird that that's just
If
printed
any-
there. It doesn't fit.
If
right?
anyone knows what this means, please
Well,
leave
that's
it in the
Roman
comments.
numerals, right?
Okay? Yeah, Roman numerals IVDICXV. If anyone knows what that means, please comment
What?
down below. I'll pin it.
Why they would put that in there, I don't know. 'Cause it doesn't fit, right?
Yeah, this
It
one's
doesn't.
like it's got a couple of those little coffee stains, but it is super cool. This one you can feel too. Wow, bro. Samson's got these little faces like lions or bears on his
On his
chin.
shins. Those show up in other art too.
Really?
Yeah. So this art dates also back to that art. Stradamus is
See, but like, how do you kill
right around, I think also the 1580s, 1590s, somewhere in there.
How do you kill so many people? And they had arrows and like these big spears. Like, couldn't they just shoot you from a distance? I don't get that. You know? Oh
He
man!
was given superhuman strength.
Wow. Then he listened to a female and cut his hair.
Yeah.
And lost all his powers.
Right.
See,
Wow.
women are so bad.
What are they doing all the time? They're just trying to mess stuff up. Oh man.
So this artist is the guy who did this stuff is very famous in the
You can leave the
That
stuff
time
in
period.
plastic, bro. It's I can see perfect.
Well, it looks just a little better. You don't get glare.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah. I want to see this one with the lion or whatever that is.
That is actually my favorite picture of all.
What is it?
I can't answer that other than it's got some really interesting symbolism in it.
I bet the people in the comments will be able to figure it out.
This one also has a stain, which, like I say, I think had something to do with censoring. But so there's a skull.
Yeah.
He's reading a book. There is an hourglass. There's a crucifix. A lion.
The hourglass, the sand is at the top. It's like upside down. Oh no, the sand's come all the way down there. Okay.
It's almost run
There's a
out.
crucifixion here.
Yep.
What? And then a lion. There's a raven or a crow up here in the corner.
A skull down here.
Mm-hmm.
Check out the water pipe.
Yeah, there's water coming out of there, like a well or something.
Yeah.
He's got another book behind him too. Let me show this to the camera. This is cool. Check this one out, guys. Wow.
It's on the back of that. Okay. Just some close-ups I did of it myself.
I have a video from last night I can't wait to show you. This guy, I broke his brain. It's so funny.
Completely. I'm not going to pull this one out because it's more fragile,
Wow.
but it is self-explanatory. You know, it's Jesus on the,
On the way to the cross.
yeah.
Wow, there's a donkey in the back. Little puppy. This is super cool.
Back of that, what do we have here? Oh, this is from 1730. This is it's just a piece of art from the time.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Some of these are in, they have Latin. Some of them have German. Some of them have Italian. Some of them have, what else? Dutch, maybe? And there's multiple languages, so this art is like a collection from around the whole of Europe.
Wow.
It's not all.
Centralized.
Yeah, it's not like all German art or something.
Of course.
It's all
It
over.
probably makes it even more unique
Yeah.
because it's probably harder to get them from all different areas than get one collection in one area. Check this out.
Yeah, see, here's another one that's just a general picture from the time, or general artwork. It's not biblical, I don't. So I don't know how the family had these in Germany. Like, did they have them tacked up on the wall? And
Remember that guy who climbed the tree?
that's Zacchaeus. You can see it right here.
Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus was a wee little man. There he is up the tree.
Wow. Zacchaeus up here in the tree.
So in here, oh, that's not one. That's a picture. So here is a, I don't know the date of this, but it shows the temple in Jerusalem. I'll set it down.
Wow.
This thing's really, really wild looking, almost like terminals on a battery. And these look like giants to me. I mean, just the perspective on them.
They are huge.
They look to be huge, don't they?
Mm-hmm. The
They're
ground.
they're not proportional.
The ground looks minute in comparison to them.
Right.
Wow.
All right, next page. And yes, this is acid-free paper. I think that's a place in Germany. I'm not sure. Although it's in there's one of those giant bowls, which is like, what were those for?
Wow. Solomon's Temple.
One version of it. And these are different sizes, and some of these are excerpts out of books that, you know, I don't know how the family gathered them, but that's Solomon's Temple as well.
Super cool.
The one's a cutaway. You know, a side view. That's pretty interesting. There's baby Jesus.
Baby Yeshua. You know, Jesus in Spanish is Jesus. Think of how weird that is. Just crying out to Zeus.
Jesus.
They
Interesting.
changed his name. I've read that, or heard Jesus in the Talmud actually means may his name and remembrance be blotted out.
Is that right?
No joke. So that's why I try and call him Yeshua.
So here's another one I got restored. This is a version of Jerusalem. And you will note, where is it? No, maybe not in this one. Here is Gethsemane, right? Outside the city walls.
Wow.
This thing was pretty badly damaged, so I paid a couple $100 to have it
Is this
restored.
full? There's another 30 pages?
There's another few.
Man, you guys must just sleep like babies knowing all this stuff's in your house. This
When
is
the
so
hurricane
cool.
came, when Sally came through, and
Is this the
I was a
main
little
thing you're worried
concerned.
about? Wow, was your collection, I'm sure. I mean, if the house caught on fire, we know what you're grabbing first.
oh yeah,
Immediately,
absolutely,
you know what
absolutely. So this is Abraham saying goodbye to Sarah, or Hagar, I mean.
I mean? Wow.
Remember, he had Hagar when he didn't think God was going to come through.
Mm-hmm.
And Hagar had a child. That's an illustration of this.
Next. This is awesome.
And this
bro.
thing has amazing texture. These things, you can feel the plate marks around the edges.
Yep.
That's where the plate was.
Yep. Wow.
And you can even see it on the back. So there's another.
Eke non dormitabit neke ormi
Something
ki
Israel.
custodiet Israel. Wow.
Feel that ridge.
She's thick, bro. That's
Yeah.
incredible. How many hours do you think it took to do that? 100 hours?
And how do you recover if you make a mistake?
I know. That
And you're doing it upside down, right?
were they?
To make it. Well, if you're taking a piece of paper and putting it on the
Or you're
thing,
doing it in a mirror
you're gonna
image.
take a mirror
You're
image.
doing a mirror image.
Yeah, not upside down, but you're doing a mirror image.
Wow.
Yeah, better said. This is not.
Yeah, a lot of people say, Nate, do you write that backwards? And I say, no, technically I didn't write it backwards. I wrote it mirror image.
Yeah, you're right about that. That's just a confirmation certificate from the 1860s
1
in Michigan.
Corinthians 15, 42, 43, Romans 5, 1. Wow.
That's my great-grandmother.
If you have this, imagine what the Vatican has in their archive.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
For sure.
That is so wild. You're funny. You have like the funniest little smirk. You're like, yep, I bet it's crazy.
So this is Philip baptizing the eunuch.
Look how beautiful their cursive was, bro.
Oh, I know.
On unlined paper. How did they have straight lines without lined paper? They're making us stupid. The lined paper.
I mean, it's an etching. You can
The
see
lined
ridges.
paper is a crutch. Our brains can
Yeah.
make lines
Oh, yeah, for
themselves.
sure.
Yeah.
This is the eunuch being baptized on his way to Ethiopia.
Wow.
You know, the Ethiopian church is the only one that has Enoch in this Bible, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's the only place that Bible recognized Enoch is the Ethiopian church. That's a picture of the shadowing of these bowls up here.
Wow.
Is really cool because Jesus is glowing. And look at the way that's a really neat piece. I think these guys were playing pool up in the.
Right? That is funny. And then what's
full
going on
sticks.
over here in the corner up there?
Yeah, I don't know.
That is super cool.
Mike's engravings.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is the wise men, I assume, right?
The three wise men came bearing gifts:
kings.
frankincense, myrrh, and what was the third one?
Gold, frankincense.
Gold, frankincense,
Thanks, Mom.
and myrrh. So, Mom, I have this theory that the temple or the dome is made of gold. The scriptures say that the firmament, the streets of heaven are paved with gold. So it would be the base of heaven. But also, we've heard that song, "We All Live in a Yellow Submarine." So that's water above, water below, yellow, gold. They put it in SpongeBob, too. In SpongeBob, there's a character that lives in a pineapple under the sea. And then they also tell us Earth is in the Goldilocks zone. And they have that story of Goldilocks and the three bears, not too hot, not too cold, just right. That's the sun, not the Earth. Pretty interesting.
Look at the scale of the pillar.
Just massive.
Yeah.
I mean,
it goes to the
it's like
architecture.
a refrigerator.
I love the palm trees.
Wow.
But yeah, the scale goes to the architecture being enormous, you know, the whole giant conversation it's had.
What'd they do, just bury all that architecture, bro, you think? Or it's still
tons
there
of
and
it
nobody
still
sees
exists.
it. Yeah, right.
Tons of it still exists. That's what John Levi, you know, his work brings up.
Jacob and Rahel? Wow.
Which I think went to Rachel.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
That one's really stained up. Next. What is this? This is... It doesn't matter to me.
The original government.
That's 1799.
Wow. Next. Dude, you have so much, bro. Insane.
Oh.
Look at all this stuff, guys. Jeez. He's already been showing me stuff for 30 minutes, too.
There's two different pages like this. I don't know what they're out of. It's glued down to a mat type of thing, and you can see where I razored it out of it,
Mm-hmm.
where it was inserted. But this is the center picture. Obviously, it's Garden of Eden, and the next picture is a different version. So it's like a before and after. They're not covering
Not
up.
covered
Here
here.
they're covered. It's really cool. And if you just get into looking at the different pictures, it's very interesting.
I'm gonna grab my cell phone and take a picture of that. That's super cool. All right, next. So cool. How are we doing on time?
I'm okay.
All right,
He'll get over it.
he'll get over it.
For what I
This was
make,
more important. store treasure in heaven, bro. We're getting this
Yeah,
out to the world.
that's right.
Watch this video. It's going to be great.
This is another 1797, so it's later. But
So, someone preaching or speaking.
that
Is that Jesus teaching in the temple when he's 12? No, it's long. He's got a beard. What is going on here?
good question.
I can't tell.
I can't read the language. So
I wish I
can't
knew
tell you.
Hebrew. I'm able to tell what that says.
Yeah.
Nate or Jack, hook me up here, bro. Let me know, guys. All right, Trevor. All right, next. I guarantee you Trevor, bro, would melt if he saw this.
So these are two different on an original. These are separate pictures that were from the printer that never got cut up. So this is like an original piece that the printer had to have known the family or whoever the family got this from.
Wow.
Because these are two different things that would have been sold as prints, right? Mm-hmm. But they were never separated.
Wow. So check out the grid system, flat Earth with the arching dome.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go. Jesus in the middle of that one. Yeah, Jesus in the middle of this one.
Man, let's keep it moving, bro.
All right.
This is such an insane collection. I have to like rush
Okay.
you through it.
Yeah. So this is by a guy named Baptista Villapando, which can easily be found on the net. But this thing is loaded with star forts, which is really cool. Like this is King David's temple, I guess, star fort. Here's another star fort. This is all within the city walls. For the star fort fans out there. That's a type of a star fort. There's other ones if you look around. That's a star fort. That's a star fort. So it was really a star civilization, as what's the guy on starforts.org, as he proposes. Not Colin Gibney, but the other fellow that did a lot of administrative work there. It's a star civilization. I mean, you see the star. Have you watched many of the star fort things? No. These are massive structures. I'll show you pictures of
Okay.
the ones here in Pensacola, but they exist all over the world. They're monstrous. You know, millions and millions of bricks.
Wow.
And they're everywhere. And there are some cities of Europe that are completely within a star fort.
Cool.
This is interesting too. Thal Raphaim. You know the giants? From the Old Testament.
When do we get? You got some giant art? Other than that
I don't
one?
have really any giant art. There is a nice reference there to the Rephaim. Yeah, that's just a picture of my restorations. So this is this has been verified as a counterproof by a guy named Lefebvre. It's pre-production or pre-mass printing for the public. It doesn't have anything in the title block.
Wow.
And so the PhD art historian verified that this is a counterproof before it printed the final version. You know, they went through and printed. It's really bizarre looking if you look at the people. But before they went and printed the final, you know, they'd run counterproofs periodically, I guess. And so this is an original counterproof. And I think the next one will be Lefebvre also. Yeah, it is. This is an interesting one because he didn't do the mirror right. And so it's backwards,
Wow.
like the writing. And if you look at images online, you'll see some that are right and some that are backwards or reverse. You know, mirror image. But anyway, it's also original Lefebvre. And that's like, the spelling's weird. Here's another Lefebvre.
Wow. Look at the shadowing and everything is so detailed.
We're getting close to the end here, I think. Let's see what else.
And I want to do a quick, maybe 30-second on that Bible too. If you could go through that on the GoPro, get some good footage of that. Just open it, maybe show the cover picture. Wow.
I don't know what that even is without spending the time looking at it.
How angelic, dude. This is incredible.
That is probably Mary.
It's even got the crepuscular ray kind of separating out, you know? Like that artist. New
Yeah,
as
and that's
angles.
Hebrew. Right?
Mm-hmm. Bam.
Oh, this one's pretty neat, though. This one has some really cool texture to it.
Wow. She's got a halo above her head.
Yeah, you notice in some of them there's halos above both heads. Some there's no halo. But yeah, this one, so it's got Catholic influence, I assume.
No.
Now this is interesting, and you won't be able to see the detail, I don't think, with your camera. But this is a picture. It's supposed to be of Mount Sinai, right? In the Old Testament. If you look at this guy down here, that sure as heck looks like a musket or a rifle.
That does look like a rifle for
carrying.
sure, bro.
Which is said not to have existed back in Exodus times, right?
Wow. I didn't even know that. You just blew my mind.
But
That they could have had guns that far back.
somebody back in the day thought they did.
Wow.
That's a gun.
And he's leading the charge too. That's who would have the gun, you know. That's it.
That's it of this stuff. I mean, there's more in there, but we're good. I think it'll work.
All right.